My name is Momo. No, my name is Monica, but you can call me Momo. Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Monica, but you can call me Momo, and in today's video is finally that time of the month again, completed pages time, and I'm really excited to show you what I did this month. This is going to be for the month of October 2025, and as I said, I'm really excited to show you what I've colored. I had so much fun and I actually managed to stay organized and have a little bit of me time, which was amazing, and I hope I can keep going with the schedule I organized. And yeah, color more because that's what I enjoy the most, and yeah, it's so much fun. So in this stack of books I have here, there are some pages that I love and there are other pages that honestly I would prefer not to look again. But I'm going to show them anyways because not everything has to be perfect, and that's okay. I'm trying to learn to look at the things that make me feel uncomfortable and see them as lessons, so maybe in the future I can use them as tools to avoid doing what I didn't like about them and maybe start growing from it. I used to get rid of the pages I didn't like, sometimes because I felt they were or a disaster, or maybe my skills were improving, and when I look at them again, I didn't like them anymore. But now I realize that by doing that I lost part of my own progress, and I can see at this point how my coloring has been or is different from when I started, and I wish I could share with you the pages I did when I first started here 1 year ago. So from now on I want to be more kind with myself. I want to keep every page, the good ones and the not so good ones, to see my growth and to show it to you as well, and be to involve you a little bit more in my progress. Yeah, I'm gonna start with the pages. I'm gonna take these on the side. I wanted to show you something that I bought recently. I bought this coloring planner. Before we start with the pages, I bought the coloring planner for 2026 by Amanda Colors, and she's here on YouTube and Instagram. She also has a web page, and I'm sure you already know her. And I bought the planner because, well, I love the design. I like most of the pages that are featured in this book that are exclusive designs. I don't know, it's a really nice journal, and I don't have time to create my own, so I think this was a good way to start getting organized. And oh yeah, when I received the package, I was opening the package and one of the rings here just fell off, and yeah, it was nicely packaged, but this a couple tags from some month were a little damaged. They're bended, but I'm still gonna use it because it's gorgeous, it's beautiful, and I don't really mind. But the thing is, and why I'm showing you this is because I want to keep my things in just one place. About my coloring, my stats, mediums I use, what pages did I color, what the dates of those pages. So I think this is going to be a really useful tool to me, and I was really excited when I just got it, and I wanted to start using it, but I can't because it's a dated one, so it starts in January. So I bought the undated version, and I'm planning to use it until the end of the year. I've been keeping track of everything this month. Well, not so good in this part. I just did like a couple things, but it was useful. I liked it, so I'm really sure that this other planner is going to be useful. And why am I showing you this? Is because I know that not everything is about numbers, like statistics or how many followers or likes or that kind of stuff. But for me, when I see not many people following the channel, supporting the channel, just interacting with me on videos, like commenting or giving likes, makes me enjoy my journey and the process. So it's part of that, of enjoying the process. It's not always that I do what I do because I want to see more numbers. It's because it's an addition. I don't know if I can explain myself. But what I wanted to share with you is that this month I have 218 new friends in my channel. So thank you so much, everybody that's it's new here. I'm really grateful with everybody that's been supporting the channel so much since I started. I don't know, a couple times I've thought about quitting because I can be really hard with myself, and I feel like I'm not enough or I don't have enough content. But reading your comments and just your interactions with whatever I have to show you and share with you makes me wanting to keep going, and it brings me joy to my day. And I wanted to give you like a welcome to the channel. I hope you find a nice place to just relax, enjoy some coloring, chat, whatever, and I will do my best to keep making fun content so you can enjoy while you're coloring or whatever. I always use videos, like coloring videos while I'm coloring, because I really enjoy having some background noise. So I just want to create more content that like that one, that you can enjoy on your background, and maybe give you some helpful tips or whatever I know or I can experiment and discover, and maybe we can do that together. So yeah, that's why I wanted to show you these two things. And once again, thank you very much, everybody, for just being so supportive, and welcome to all my new friends. Okay, I'm gonna start with the pages, and yeah, it might be an order I'm doing from the smallest book to the biggest or largest, or yeah, the largest size. And the first one is Tales from the Witch's Cottage, and this is by Hannah Carson. And the page I did is this one, and I did the background in a video. I think I mentioned before, I did one video of how I color backgrounds in my coloring books, or what mediums do I use. And that video was with Distress inks and soft pastels, and I used this page to demonstrate how I used Distress inks in a page. So I had the background done already, and I decided to color it this month because it was perfect for Halloween. And I use, as I said, Distress inks on the background. I use Prismacolor pencils for, let me see my planner. is useful, you see. So I use Prismacolor pencils for most of the image, and ChromaFlows, there weren't ChromaFlows for the inner circle background, and some Coliro metallic watercolor on the borders of the circle, and some other details there. And I started this page on stream, on a live stream, but it went awful. I had so much trouble trying to do the transmission. I don't know. My partner did some changes on the camera to make the videos look better, and I think the camera or the software in my computer couldn't handle the resolution or something, and I just couldn't keep going with the live stream I started. And I was having so much fun chatting with the girls that were watching that day. So I will try to fix my camera as soon as possible so I can start doing live streams again, because I really enjoyed coloring with you guys in real time. I think it's really lovely because I can get to know more the people that is watching the channel. And well, talking about this page, I love coloring her skin. This is one of my my second attempt, I think, on coloring skin without grayscale. When I started coloring portraits, I started in Christine Cairns or Mariola Potek Art grayscale portraits, and it was easy for me to color skin or human features in that kind of pages. So yeah, I did my best to shade the face, and I really like the results. It's the first time that I included purple in skin, in my skin color combo, and I think it really suits the image with all the color scheme. What else? Yeah, it was a challenge trying to color skin with no grayscale. I remember that I wanted to do these little ornaments here on the hat as a light source, like maybe they are glowing or something, but I started with the hat, and when I remembered these ornaments were here, I already did the hat. So yeah, maybe in the future I can try to do that. I did something different this time because I like to burnish my pages, but this time I let the paper breathe, and I created this background just embracing the texture of a not blended but burnished color pencil, and I think it gives a nice effect with all the colors just mixing together like a painterly look. Yeah, and it was fun just adding layers and layers of colors. And I added these branches or trees. I just traced them with a black Prismacolor pencil. Yeah, I'm really happy with the result. This is my first page in this book. Really happy that it's my first page. It will make me feel like I want to keep coloring in it more, but I need to be on the mood to color Hannah Carson. I don't know, her style is so different for me. Her line art is unique in a way. So yeah, I need to be on the mood to figure out things, to know how I want to color these beautiful illustrations, because they are beautiful. next book is Creepy Kawaii Halloween, and I colored 2 pages in this book. I just love it. I just want to keep coloring this book more and more. I don't care if it's not Halloween anymore. I see myself picking this book from my collection to color in it at any time. I like the size and everything. So yeah, the first page I have to show you, it's actually a body color. I talked to Erica from Colors because I thought she wanted to color in this book, and I was so excited to start coloring in it that I just reached out to her to color something together. And there were a couple more ladies that wanted to color with her as well in this book, so we created a group, and this is the page we colored. And I love this page. I love this page so much. I like the color scheme. I like the result I got, everything. And I'm going to put on screen all the pages of the ladies so you can see them. And it was so fun seeing so many different types of interpretation of a page, and not the color palettes have the same vibe, but they are not the same. I don't know how to explain it, but I really love seeing all the results from everybody. Yeah, I was really happy to be part of this group, and I had so much fun. So thank you everybody for body coloring with me. I really enjoyed it, and I hope we can color more on the future. I'm gonna put their names on the screen with their own pages. But talking about my page, I use, let's see, okay, I use soft pastels on the background for the sky, only for the sky. I did that sun, and I use alcohol markers as a base, and I tried to do some shading. You might see in this page on my September's completed pages video, because I started in September and I had only the base with the alcohol markers. And I use Derwent Chroma Flows. Yeah, Derwent Chroma Flows for, well, all the shading and everything. I did these clouds and the sky. It's such a simple detail, but it adds something to the page. I really like it. And let's see, I have a lot of books now. My journal on my planner, and I have another little notebook where I put all my feelings and what I feel while I'm coloring the page. Because sometimes I forget what I want to say about a page while I'm recording, because I just forget everything and my English starts playing against me. Yeah, okay, so when I use the alcohol markers, the base is actually darker for my Plague Doctor, but I couldn't find color pencils that really match my alcohol markers, and I went a little bit too bright and with a lot of high contrast. You can see I have really dark spots in some of the places, but I'm fine with that. I really like the dramatic look it gives to my page, and I'm really happy with the illumination and the shading of everything. What else I wanted to say? Oh yeah, that's it. And I have another page in this book, and it's this one. I don't know, it's kind of shiny because of the light. But yeah, is this one right here. I started the page with really muted colors, but I tried to brighten things up a little bit with my color pencils. I use the same supplies I did for the other one. I use soft pastels for the sky and color pencil on top in some places to make these sort of clouds. It's really subtle and soft. I was portraying a sunset, like a golden hour time, and I use only, instead of using ChromaFlows, I use Prismacolors because I wanted to try the paper with both color pencils. And I use some Arctics acrylic markers, just a tiny bit on the some part of the line art to make the things look a little bit more illuminated by the sun, and here sun rays. And I'm loving this page a lot too. That's why I want to keep going in this book. They are so easy to color. I can play with a lot of things, with lights, and that's what I enjoy the most. I see light effects in every single page, most of the pages, and that's so much fun. So yeah, probably you will see this book soon on my next completed pages video. Next book, it's Chris Rainiak's Morning. Oh, I always forget something, or if I'm coloring or just talking. I forgot to say that this book is illustrated by Ella Jarsabek, if that's how you pronounce her name. But in case it's not correct, I have here her name if you want to look for it. Okay, back. This is Chris Rainiak's Morning Scribbles coloring book, and I have the Halloween coloring book, Morning Scribbles. I don't know why I decided to start with this one. And this book has one of the pages that I'm not so keen on. I really don't like. This is the page. It's not bad, but it's not my best coloring either. I like the image. I love this book. I like the illustrations so much, but I think that they are so large and in such a bad paper that it didn't make my process enjoyable at all. I like, as I said on my first page, on the Hannah Carson page, I'm trying to embrace sometimes the texture of the page, of the paper, and seeing the texture of the color pencil on the page, but I don't like it in every page. I like soft and smooth and blended and burnished looks on my pages, so that was kind of difficult with this paper, almost impossible. I had to use, I only use a colorless blender in Amazon paper to try to blend more things. And I use for this page soft pastels for the background. I use washi tape to create this border, and just a simple alcohol marker background. Really simple, no shading at all. And then I went over with my Prismacolor pencils because I found that they are the best set of color pencils I own in this paper, this kind of paper. I like the color combination, don't get me wrong, I like the colors, but I don't like the texture on or the look, and how I didn't not enjoy it at all, almost, coloring this page. Yeah, something to learn. This got me thinking that maybe on the future, if I want to color more in this book, I will probably need to scan the pages and print them in a better paper, and maybe in a smaller size to make things enjoyable. next book is one of my newest books. Oh, yeah, newest books, and they it was a gift for my birthday, and I'm really loving this book just to pieces. I think it's one of my favorite books so far in my collection. So its name is Wild Mask Jewelry's Journey by Makiko Inatome, and that's the translation I got. There are so many kind of translations on Google, but this was a body color with my lovely friend Pauline Arstaff. She's here on YouTube and Instagram with the same name. I'm gonna put her name on screen with her completed page so you can see her wonderful job and the page we decided to color. So last month I wasn't able to color the page that we planned, and it was a metographic page, but I still wanted to color with her something this month. And I think she saw I got this book and she told me that if we can do a body color together, and I said absolutely yes. I want to get started in this book as soon as possible. So we did autumn season, this one, and this is another page that I'm loving a lot. I'm going to put on the screen her version. This book is so wide. I suppose there or anywhere on the screen. And yeah, let me see, because I'm not watching it. Okay, yeah. Pauline did such a great job on this page. I love how she used such soft and calm colors. Our two pages are similar colors but different ways of using a color. Her page is really soft and subtle, and mine is vibrant and intense and bold. And I love seeing both pages side by side. And we almost color Yururis almost the same. And I'm really happy I'm happy that we did this page together. I show her my progress every single time. We were chatting a lot. It was so fun, and thank you, Pauline, so much for coloring with me. It's always a pleasure, and I hope we can still coloring together on the future. Okay, about my page. Oh, and I thought Pauline used watercolors for basing her page, and that was amazing. I don't know how to use watercolors, but yeah, I use soft pastels in the background. I've been using soft pastels a lot this month. They are just too easy to use. So I use soft pastels in the background, and here on the edges it was too plain that I decided to use some color pencil to make some this kind of texture on the sky too, or whatever this is, to make it look more interesting. And I've used I used Chromaflow pencils and Prismacolor pencils, both mixed, but mostly Chromaflow pencils. And just a tiny bit of white signal for her eyes, because it's a she. And I love the color palette. I have all my colors here because I want to use the same colors that I have on this page, on this little like objects page, and I think it will look beautiful side by side. I don't know if I'm gonna color the background, but maybe I can do something with the colors I'm not gonna use. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I really love this page. I love all my leaves. I don't know how I managed to use so little colors. Well, usually you use a bunch of colors in a page, more than 20 or 25 colors. This time I just grabbed some colors, not so many, and I managed to create different color combos with all the pencils I have that I picked. I don't know, it was so fun, and I really love this book. I hope I can keep coloring it more, and probably I'll be coloring this month too, on the autumn section. I have so many pages that I want to color. I think I want to color the whole book. These pages intimidate me, but I can see myself trying to color them. That's that. Next, it's Fairy Tales and Folklore by Emily Idaho Oberg, and I don't know why I just keep grabbing this book and coloring in it. It brings the best of me, I think, and I don't know why. And the page I did is this one. Oh my goodness, I need to cover the other pages already. So dirty. Well, this is the first time I will need to use tissue paper to cover the other one. I need to erase that. I hope it can be erased, but I can easily cover that. And this page is, I think, my favorite page of the month, and it has a very special place on my heart because it's been the first color along I did on the channel, properly said. In case you are interested in this page, it's a color along on the channel. I'm gonna put on the little thingies here. The link so you can see the videos is separated in 2 parts, and I love the page. I love the color scheme, and I've seen, I think somebody sent me her version, and it was beautiful, and I felt so so excited, and it made my heart full when I saw somebody coloring with me this page. I use Neocolor tools for the background and only Prismacolor pencils for all the pencil work. I didn't do any basing or nothing, and I used some Coliro metallic watercolor in some details. And some Artix acrylic markers, like here for example, or on the little dots on the mushrooms. And I forgot to do something else on the color along. I hope people don't hate me because of that, but I forgot to use acrylic marker for the whiskers of the cat and the leaves here. There were only lines and you can barely see them, so I knew I needed to do that, but I didn't do it on the color along. So please, if you want to follow this page and you already watched the color along, you can do that. And I love this page, but there are some things that I feel I can improve. Like for example, here in the magic ball, I wish I didn't use the acrylic marker that rough with a straight line. I don't know if you can understand what I'm saying. But maybe in the future I can try to make it a little bit more blurry. Yeah, but other than that, is my favorite page of the month. I love the cats for the color scheme, how I made my objects glow. I don't know, it's just, I'm so proud of this page. And I have 2 whips in this book. Now I have another 2 more whips. So you already seen this page that I don't want to touch because I really hate the background. I need to figure out what to do with that, or maybe I'll just let it be and color the full illustration. But then I told you that my grandma is here, right? So I bought her this book because she liked it, and we were coloring one day the same illustration. I don't know if I can. So I have this book at the moment, and I already planned what to do with the background and stuff. But my grandma just told me that she wanted to color this page with and I had no idea what to do with the whole page. I usually plan my pages before I start, but this time I just went straight to coloring because I was coloring with her. So now I need to figure out what to do with the background and what colors to use for all the rest, so everything can be cohesive. But I really like how it's coming out. I like her skin and her golden hair. And I did another background, and this is with only acrylic paints, just a simple thing. And the last book, and where my other not so good pages. This is a scary book. This is Spooky Baby, a horror coloring book for adults. But the page I did is actually not that scary, so I'm not giving a warning in case you don't like though that kind of stuff. And the page I did is this one. I kind of like it, but I don't. When I did this page, I wanted to do a color palette, like a muted melancholic color palette, like something nostalgic. That's why I use those colors, and I use don't look at that. I said there was not gonna be something creepy, so I use alcohol markers as a base, and that's it. And then I went in with all the sets of color pencils I have. I used Prismacolor pencils, Castell Harmonious, Chromophos, and some Brufuners. Just trying to match the colors I use as a base with the color pencils, and that was really tricky. I had so much trouble trying to match the colors I use with the alcohol markers with my pencils to make them look good. But I think, okay, so what is the thing I don't like? The thing I don't like is the color palette. I like the color palette by itself. I think the muted color tones look good together, but they don't look good in this kind of page because of the background is too dark, it's black, so the colors are not showing, and I think they are competing with the background. To fix that, I tried using alcohol marker because it has these weird lines here, and it was like white to black, so I used this yellow alcohol marker to color those white lines, and I use my color pencils to color on top of the black background to do this foggy effect and make some fairy lights or soul lights. Maybe they are souls that are floating around because she's on a graveyard. But I think it's okay. And I don't know if you can notice, but I try to use a light source. It's not actually on the page. When I thought about the light source, I located it outside the page. So let's say that there is something illuminating the character and all the objects. from this side. You know what I mean? I think that was my plan. I like the color palette, but not in this page in particular. And this was the first time coloring on Amazon coloring book, and it was a nightmare trying to use all the coloring sets I've used. I will never use Chroma Flows or Castle Arts in this paper. At least they don't work for me. I'm talking about me. But yeah, I experimented with all of them, and I noticed I like Prismacolor pencils the most in this kind of paper. I'm talking too much. But yeah, guys, those are all my pages. As I said, I like most of them. There are some other ones that I don't like, but it's fine. I want to still color in the books. I have pages that I don't like. I just need to figure it out a way to make my process more enjoyable. And you will see in the future maybe some more pages on some of the books I showed you today. I hope you guys liked the pages you see. I hope you didn't get bored with all the talking. But as always, I just I just talk too much and I don't know how to talk. Thank you so much for watching. If you're here still, please leave a comment. Let me know which one was your favorite page. Mine is, of course, the Magic Cat on the Fairy Tales and Folklore coloring book, and that makes me want to color more and more and more in this book. I need to stop because I need to share the love with all of my books, and now I set up a goal of coloring at least like 4 pages in every single one. I hope you have a wonderful weekend and you have so much fun coloring this next month. I am so ready for winter, and yeah, take care everybody. Bye bye.